Hey guys, Abdullah from Stone, giving you one of our latest agent videos, introducing one of our newest team members that have joined the Stone team. However, he has been in the industry for quite some time and is a leading agent in his area. Introducing Brian Milson. Brian, nice to have you here. Now, why don't we start off by saying how long have you been in the industry for and what do you love most about the area that you work in?
Since 2009. I love the industry because I love working with people and seeing the smile on their faces when I hand the keys over to the buyer, but also achieving a great result for the actual owners of the property.
In an industry that is so saturated, like it's heavily saturated by real estate agents, especially in the area that you predominantly work around, so in leading our Lisero office, what have you been able to do to have a point of difference over your competitors that has created your brand and being the go-to agent in your area?
So my biggest difference is always being honest, reliable, communicating with both sides, and achieving a great result for the actual owners, which I love. Compared to my competitors, I believe that I work for the owner. When they employ me, they get me. So, and I'm never a 9 to 5 agent. I work after hours, so that's my difference.
I think it is something that people respect a lot, because there's a lot of agents that come and go, and you've been able to create a name for yourself and a brand for yourself in your area because you focused on that area. And I know from conversations that we've had over the years when we started off working together that you love the area that you work, but you actually like the community there. You're very heavily involved in the community, which I think is a very big point of difference for you as well. Like there's a few different bits and pieces that you do in the community, I believe.
Yes, I sponsor the local school, Lisero Public School, so help the kids that are less fortunate there. But what I love about Lisero area, I've loved it from day dot. I still remember when I joined an office and I had a choice of any area I wanted to go to. Lisero was one of the best suburbs for me because I think it's the most convenient suburb on the Central Coast. So you can get anywhere within 7 minutes, any direction you want to be.
So you semi-touched on your point of difference, but our industry is the stereotype of a real estate agent. It's pretty bad.
Yeah.
Like we're on par with apparently used car salesmen, not trustworthy and whatnot. Clearly having repeat business, referral business, you've been able to build that over quite an extensive period of time. What do you think you've done differently with your branding of yourself to be able to beat that stereotype of the typical real estate agent and people call you? Like, you've been within our business only for a couple of months now, and you've already got a very healthy amount of clientele that have just come to you direct and they've chased you because of your reputation. How have you been able to do that? Because there's a lot of agents that come here and or they ring up or they want to join, they think they're going to have it overnight, which you obviously you started to experience now. What do you think you've been able to do to be able to break that stereotype?
I think it's touching back on being honest and always upfront with the buyers and the owners, but also not stopping at where the owner's okay to sell, pushing the limits and seeing how far I can get with prices. But my prices compared to my competitors are so different to what they're achieving to what I'm achieving. So I think I've set an example for my area. So people appreciate that.
Yeah, I 100% agree, because obviously now since you've joined the Stone team, we've recently done negotiations, and I've even said to you, where I'm like, oh, just don't, because of the economic climate we're currently in, there was quite a substantial amount of difference between the two offers, and yours was substantially higher, which is great for the owner, but at the same time I didn't want to risk the sale for the client because they needed the sale. And it was quite interesting because you were like, no, I've got this. I know I can do this and I can push it, because you knew in your gut that you could get more. And that is a very good trait, and it's something that comes from the years of experience in seeing different climates, which a lot of the agents I believe in our area haven't seen and haven't experienced like you've experienced, which I believe is something that's quite powerful to have up in your arsenal. If someone's looking to sell, someone's looking to buy, it's something very important to have on your side. So let me ask you this question. You've been here for a couple of months now. How are you finding things at Stone, and how are you finding things, with the change and being able to help push, yourself and, your career moving forward?
I was with my last company for a long time. I actually feel that I've had a revamp. I feel younger again, where I actually was just in a groove, and just even doing this interview is different for me because I've never done it before. So for me, I feel like I'm pushing limits that I've never done before, which is fantastic. And with the Stone way of doing things is such a new age way of doing real estate, which I find amazing. And I'm working with a lot of people in this brand that bring so much energy and positivity and support, which I absolutely love.
Yeah, it's an important thing because at the same time, when everyone's steering in the same direction, it's a lot easier and it's a lot more enjoyable to build that healthy momentum, because at the end of the day, when you spend so much time and energy being surrounded by so many people, and when this is the career that you want to do, it's very important if you're thinking about that long term to make sure that you're with the like-minded people, because I think culture and environment is what breeds success. And when you're happy and fulfilled at work, that then reciprocates over to the clients and to the results at the end of the day. So what's the plans for Brian Milson? What's the plans for the Lisrow office? What are you looking at doing? What's on the horizon for us?
For Lisrow office, I'd love to see us be one of the biggest offices in that Gosford area. So the convenient belt, I call it the convenient belt from Carryong through to Tuggerah. I actually want to push myself to double my sales, and I believe with the brand I can actually do that. And with the team that I've got working with me, I can see where I can push my limits compared to what I'm doing where I was before.
Yeah, it's pretty exciting because that's our it was our first opportunity, and it's the first time we've ever put an office in a shopping centre. But you can see, because since you've been there, you can actually see clients and the community coming in. They're actually, because you've got that name for yourself. Obviously we were open for a fair few months before I spoke to you about coming across, and we didn't have that traffic and that traction of people coming in. But since you've joined us, we've got that going in, and I really do believe that there's some exciting things ahead, with you spearheading it for that office and for the people in there. So super excited to see where you take it. And guys, look, for all your real estate needs, buying, selling, renting, anything that you need in that area, please feel free to pop into the office, have a chat to the staff. They're more than happy to help you out. And this was Brian Milson, one of the area's leading agents, and we look forward to seeing you soon. See you guys.